um, Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the workout. It is 7:30 on Monday morning, and we're into our Monday class. Good work to the live class tuning into this, and for you guys doing recording whenever you're doing this. That consistency is what makes a difference, and also just the day to day. So doing these classes, energizing the start of your day. I hope you find that helpful. Let's get into this class. We've got a warm up, and it's that drop set day. Working those legs. So, team, that's what we're here for. Timer is set for 2 minutes. You just need some space to do this. We're going to start with feet parallel, shoulder width apart, going into those squats, down and up. Let's get it going. All right, team, we're away. The timer's on for 2 minutes. Going to build up that little squat lunge combination that we know so well. So, the squat and up. All right, keep that going. Good. All right. So in a moment, we're going to add that knee lift on each side. It's a lift, it's not a knee drive. So we lift up, find that balance point, drop it down, knee lift up, find the balance point, and back down. Easy peasy. All right, keep this going for a little while. Making sure we've got that balance point on each side. All right, we're going to add in that kick out. So we go up to that balance point, kick out, back into the squat. All right, get that going. You got that? Brilliant. Okay, add that lunge back after the kick out. Oh, add that lunge back. Taking this as steady as you need to. After whatever the exertions of Easter weekend were. Good. All right, keep this routine going, then dial into it. We've got just over 30 seconds left here. Deepening that squat, lengthening that kick out, deepening that lunge. Ooh, good. All right, last 15 seconds. This is a genuine 2 minutes as well. I'm not guessing 2 minutes. Using a stopwatch. Although I think my estimated 2 minutes would be about the same. All right, there's 2 minutes. All right, march that out. We're going to dial into that squat to press movement. You can do it with dumbbells if you like. You can do this freestanding. Here for 1 minute. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. Squat to press movement, emphasizing that reach at the top. Don't worry if you've not got dumbbells. Breathe. Feel that warmth in those leg muscles, into the arms and shoulders. Good. All right, keep it going. So you're doing this for 1 minute. Last 20 seconds. All right, so nice and deep into that squat then. Come on, team. Here to work the legs. They're waking up. Last few seconds. Last one. There it is. Right, dumbbells down. Right, taking into this balance. Let's stand tall. Right knee lifts up to hip height. Stand with kickouts. All right, so just focusing in on that kick out movement. Standing tall. Getting that stretch down the back of the legs. Lengthening through to the heel. Imagine gently pushing out with the heel. Feel that stretch through the lower leg as well. And of course, I mean, I don't even need to say it. Nothing else changes. Kick out, back to knee lift. Refine your balance. Right, donkey kick. Kick back. It's that tabletop position. Arms can go wherever they want. They can go wide. Holding that donkey kick position. Settling the shoulder blades. Lengthening the neck. That torso alignment just as it would be if you were standing up. And in a moment, you're going to be sweeping that knee back to knee lift position. So smoothly, retaining balance, sweep it through. Back up to knee lift position, stand tall. And lower down. Nicely done. All right, set up, other side. Knee lift. Standing tall. Kick out. There. So waking up the legs, stretching them out. Stretching out through the back of the legs. Good. All right, so we were feeling sleepy 10 minutes ago. Wide awake, body's moving, body's working. Here we are, kick out, back to knee lift, there, stand tall, find that alignment, shoulder blades settle down, donkey kick, make it happen, send that leg back. Open out through the arms if you like. Balance, shoulder blades settle. Shoulder blades settle. Lengthen through the neck, lengthen through that lifted leg. Holding it here. Good. Remember that knee lift position. Sweep the knee back through. Refine knee lift. Oh, amazing. Good. And down it goes. Brilliant. All right, team. Let's take this into a quick stretch. Feet come wide. Bring that stretch into those adductors, inner thighs. Reach up with one side. Feel that length through that. Feel that stretch through the side body. Good. Switch over. There. Nice. Back to center. Take it down to the floor. So folding from the waist, fingertips down towards the floor. Lengthen the hips back. Good. All right. And then can we transition here? So the flat of the hands come down. We step back with one foot, back with the other into a high plank position. So transition into high plank here. All right, so however you manage that, we find ourselves in high plank, lengthening the arms, settling the shoulder blades, straightening out through the torso, and from there, really lift the hips into downward facing dog. Find that extension through the arms. And grounding down through the width of the hands, allowing the hip bones to lift up so the legs are elongated. Nice. All right, taking it back to high plank. And then knees come down, flatten the feet, forearms down on the floor, gently lowering the hips and gently shining the chest forwards into that back extension. So Sphinx pose here. Breathing. Good. All right, reverse that transition. Hips lift up, hands go down, tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, back up into downward facing dog. Refine that length, elongating the legs. And then stepping or walking the feet towards the hands. We'll find that forward fold as we unweight through the length of the spine. So we're unloading the spine, unloading the neck. Meanwhile, the legs stay long. And then rebuilding all the way, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up to a high reach. And then circle around, shrugging out the shoulders. Oh, if only that were it. Right, we are warmed up, good to go. We've got our drop set, so this is our chance to work those leg muscles. So working at an intensity that's right for you. Idea, as you know, is that we go hard on that first set and then we increase the depth of the fatigue as we go through the remaining sets. Sounds like fun. We're starting with lunge ups. We've increased the resistance here. We're giving you the option to with dumbbells or by your depth of focus. Let's go with that. So we're doing sets of 15 if you remember this. So 15 of your best lunge ups, then into static lunge, and then we just keep it going from there. So stand tall for a moment. Legs are warmed up, ready to work. All right, so we're going to go right side first, knee lift up. So right knee is lifted. So right knee lifted, standing on your left leg. Thinking about your best version of a lunge up. 15 reps to do, going in 3, 2, 1, step back, lunge up. There's 1, 2, so this is like our heavy set. 3, 4 with the maximum resistance that we can manage for these 15 reps. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Step it straight back into static lunge position. This is like you drop the weights down a little bit and then keep going. So 15 reps, static lunge, you lower down, lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That fatigue is deepening, isn't it? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Feet now shoulder width apart, symmetry of movement. Down for the squat, we lower down, lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We lift the right knee again, standing tall, back into kickouts, having already worked all of those standing muscles. On 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stand tall, shoulders down. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We stay standing on this leg, transition through into donkey kick and hold. So feeling the difference this time, having done this drop set. It's like those legs working harder, already fatigued. Holding this donkey kick position, that leg working to retain balance. Keep it here, another 10 seconds, and then you're going to be sweeping that knee back through to finish. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep that knee back through. There's your finish. Stand tall, and now settle that foot back down. Whoa, okay. Yep, good one. All right, I think we're feeling stronger on that one. Okay, should be, done that enough times. All right, so other side, stand tall. All right, so left knee's gonna lift, left knee up. Breathe, shoulders down. So remember in this position, 15 lunge ups coming up in 3, 2, 1, lunge back and up for 1. So this is like your heavy set weight. 2, 3, your maximum resistance movement. 4, 5, 6, requiring all of the strength from those legs. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Step it right back into static lunge. Back up straight, set up, take it down, and up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 into squat. Oh, I find those lunges so tricky. Squat, take it down, lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work, team. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, nearly there. Left knee lifts up. Finds knee lift. Resettle the shoulders. All right, rinse, kick outs. Kick out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nice. 6, 7, stand tall. 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Balance. Donkey kick. Send it back and hold. All right, we got this. Holding this donkey kick here, 10 seconds. Settling the shoulders. Lengthening that lifted leg. Lengthening through the neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it back through. Stand back up tall. And then settle that foot down. Brilliant. Good job. All right. Whew. Right. A few moments just to recover. Grab a drink of water if you need it. Okay, so, right, that was a main part of the work this morning. But it's not the end. All right, we're going to take it down to the floor now. Good work, team. Right, let's go into combination of abs, but also sticking with these legs. So we're going to take it into, this straight leg lift. So we're leaning back on the hands. Right leg is extended in front. Left foot tucked up close to you. Extending through to the heel. And you can lean back on your hands and then lift up that right foot. Straight leg lift. Lift up and hold. All right, so feel some work through the thigh on that right leg. Imagine kicking the heel away and gently pulling the toes in. Feel that? All right, leg lifts up and down. Just small movements up and down. Aware that the shoulders constantly want to shrug up, don't they? But settle them down. Aware that the back probably wants to round. Don't let it. Spine in neutral. You just isolated that movement from the hip. So flexion and extension through the hip. Excellent. All right, keep that heel off the floor, but just bring that back to a pause. Stop. All right, without lowering that heel down, pull the knee in, push it away. Pull in, push away. Keep that going. Shoulders want to lift, settle them back down. Spine wants to slouch, re-lengthen the back. Leaning back onto the hands, but not tensed up, just supportive through the arms. Oh, that is horrendously unpleasant. Oh, okay, good. Kick out, hold it there. Hold, resettle the shoulders, re-lengthen the back. Extend through to the heel, toes gently pulled in. Hold that there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Strengthening the hip flexors. Good, right, pull that foot in. Extend the other leg, left leg lengthened. Pushing through to the heel, gently pulling in through the toes. Lift up and hold. Breathe. Good. Resettle the shoulders, re-lengthen the back. Leg lifts up and down, straight leg lifts. Good, right, probably doesn't look like it, but it's in alignment here, so the hips are square, the pelvis is square here. There. Shoulders are down. So thinking about the alignment that you're holding, neutral alignment of the spine. Pause that leg. Shoulders down, pull it in, push it out. Trying to isolate that movement. Yep, and that's not very nice. All right, but we are just isolating that flexion of the leg, that flexion of the knee and of the hip, and then extending in whatever way you're able to. All right, kick out and hold. Few leg lifts up and down, youch. Pause that leg, hold it there, settle the shoulders, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Whew, yikes. Right, take this round, let's go into a hip flexor stretch. So let's go left foot forwards, stretching through this right side. You're doing this gently, so given that you just worked those muscles, gently to that point of stretch. And just allow it to hang there. Breathe into that, perhaps reaching up with that right arm as well. So you've got strength through this hip flexor, but you've also got length and openness, freedom of movement through that hip. All right, settle the shoulders. Breathe into and then release any tension that doesn't need to be there. And so again, in this sort of stretch, there's a release that comes only after a few breath cycles. So you don't feel it straight away. It takes a relaxing and a releasing. Staying on this side then, circle that right arm, the right hand finds the floor. Tuck the toes on that right foot, lift up into a long runner's lunge. So it's like you're still stretching out through that area, but now in this long runner's lunge position. Open through the chest. Good. And you can either hold it here, I've got the left hand on the left knee, or you can open out through that left arm. There. Right, so there's a stretch that when you first woke up this morning, probably would have felt very tricky to get into, but now warmed up, worked, loosened up, stretched out. There it is. Good. Right, let's bring that back down. Knee comes back in, back up, switch knees. Stepping forwards with the right foot, gently into that hip flexor stretch. There. Okay, so feel that coming on this side. Easing into it, perhaps reaching up with that left arm. Giving this a few breath cycles to release. Alright, so not forcing it, but just giving it that time to let go of tension that it doesn't need to hold. A little bit longer. Good, and then that lifted left arm, circle around, left hand finds the floor, tuck the toes, lift up with that left knee, long runner's lunge. Bringing some openness through the chest. Good, and if that rotation is there, you can open out through that right side. Nice. Alright, bring that back around. Knee comes down, leg goes back, find that box shape. It's going to stay here, but we're going to drop the forearms down to the floor now. Stretch the legs back out onto the toes and find low plank position. Right, so find your confident low plank position. Settling in. Elbows below shoulders. Legs lengthened. Feel the strength that you have in this position. Strength to support the body. Center that work into that midsection. Good, hold it here. So plank position. Nice. Alright, from there allow the knees to come to the floor first. We lift back up onto the hands, back up onto the toes, find downward facing dog. Get that nice stretch through the torso. Now I'm going to step forwards again with the right foot here. So right foot steps forwards. Allow that back foot to flatten over to the side. Lift up so we've got right elbow or right forearm supported on the right knee. And reach up into that like a side angle stretch. Yeah. Either reaching up to the vertical or allow that arm to come into alignment with the rest of the body. Alright, so we're just going to do this one stretch here. Breathe into that length, as if you're breathing energy all into the body, as if you're breathing expansion into the torso. Expanding through the length of the body, from that grounded foot through the length of the body, through to the arm. Strongly supported. Shoulders can settle. Good. All right, from here, circling that arm around, that hand refines the floor, pivoting round on that back foot. All right, simple switch round, so the other hand finds the floor, step back, and then left foot comes forwards. Refine that long runner's lunge position, and then the back foot flattens. We lift up with the support of the left arm on the left knee, reaching up high. Good, feeling that expansion again on this side. Breathing into that. And again, maybe that arm finds the alignment with the rest of the body. Good. Taking a few breath cycles here. Allowing yourself to breathe in that energy. Release tensions that don't need to be there. But at the same time, leaning into that groundedness that you can feel here. And that strength of alignment. Good. All right, recircling through that arm, going back down, the hand on the floor, stepping right back into a high plank position for the last time, and then lifting up into a downward facing dog. Before stepping or walking the feet towards the hands into forward fold, re-lengthening the legs, folding down as you stretch down towards the toes, feeling that release, that unloading, before rebuilding, stacking up one vertebrae at a time, all the way back up to full height, to full reach, and then circling around, and shrug out those shoulders, kick it out, shake out any last tensions in the body. All right, team, we did it. Tuned in, press play, got it done, and hopefully that set you up for your day. Yeah, team, kudos for tuning in, even on Bank Holiday weekend. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for your energy and keeping us all going. Yeah, I hope that set you up for your day, whatever you've got on. I will see you back on Wednesday from Tyree, all being well, at 7:30. All right, team, enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend bank holiday. I'll see you next time. Good stuff.